If you are in your 20s right now, listen carefully. Not because this will make you rich overnight, not because it will magically fix your life, but because these are the quiet truths people only understand after they lose time they can never get back. This is what 30-year-olds wish they truly understood at 20. When you are 20, time feels endless. You believe you have years to figure things out, years to start, years to fail, years to fix mistakes. So you delay, you scroll, you procrastinate. You tell yourself, I'll do it later. But one day, you wake up and you're 30. And suddenly, 10 years feel like 10 months. The biggest shock of your 30s is not aging. It's realizing how fast you wasted time thinking you had plenty of it. At 20, time feels cheap. At 30, it becomes priceless. At 20, you wait to feel inspired. You wait for motivation. You wait for the perfect mood, the perfect time, the perfect energy. At 30, you realize motivation is unreliable. Discipline is what carries you on days you feel tired, confused, or empty. No one succeeds because they felt like it. They succeed because they showed up even when they didn't. Discipline builds freedom. Lack of discipline builds regret. This truth hurts, but it sets you free. At 20, you believe someone will guide you. A mentor, a friend, a partner, a lucky break. At 30, you understand no one is coming. No one will force you to work harder. No one will protect your future. No one will fix your habits. You are the rescue. You are the plan. You are the responsibility. And the moment you accept that, your life begins to change. 4. Your habits shape your future. Quietly. At 20, habits feel small. Skipping workouts, sleeping late, eating badly, wasting hours online. It's not a big deal, you think. At 30, your body remembers everything. Your bank account reflects your discipline. Your mind reflects your thoughts. Your life reflects your habits. Habits don't shout, they whisper. And one day, they speak loudly in the form of your reality. At 20, you want approval. You want to fit in. You want to be liked. You don't want to offend anyone. So you stay quiet when you should speak. You say yes when you should say no. At 30, you realize trying to be liked cost you your authenticity. The moment you stop seeking approval is the moment your life becomes lighter. Not everyone needs to like you, but you need to respect yourself. At 20, you chase money blindly or ignore it completely. Both are mistakes. At 30, you learn money is not happiness, but lack of money creates unnecessary suffering. Learn how money works. Learn how to save. Learn how to invest. Learn how to earn with skills. Money doesn't define your worth, but it does define your options. And options create freedom. At 20, your body forgives you. No sleep, bad food, no exercise. At 30, it starts sending warnings. Pain, fatigue, low energy. Health is invisible when you have it, and priceless when you don't. Take care of your body early, so it doesn't force you to later. At 20, you assume people will always be there. Friends, family, connections. At 30, you realize relationships fade when neglected. Call your parents. Appreciate your friends. Choose your partner wisely. Loneliness in your 30s often comes from emotional laziness in your 20s. Confidence is not loud. It's built quietly when you do what you said you would do. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you start. Respect your word, even to yourself. Self-trust creates confidence. Self-betrayal creates doubt. At 30, people don't regret trying and failing. They regret not trying at all. They regret staying comfortable, staying silent, staying small. Failure teaches. Comfort numbs. And numbness slowly kills ambition. At 20, you believe willpower is enough. At 30, you understand environment shapes behavior. Who you surround yourself with, what you consume, what you tolerate. Change your environment, and your habits will follow. Life is not fair. Hard work doesn't always win immediately. Good people suffer. Bad people succeed. At 30, you stop being angry at reality and start working with it. Acceptance gives strength. Complaining gives weakness. 13. Silence is power. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone. Not every thought needs a response. Not every insult needs a reaction. Silence protects your energy. Peace is a form of strength. You weren't lazy. You were distracted. Too many options. Too many voices. Too much noise. At 30, clarity becomes more valuable than motivation. Focus on less. Do it better. The biggest realization at 30? Life is not a rehearsal. There is no someday, no perfect moment, no rewind. What you repeatedly do today becomes your life tomorrow. If you are 20 right now, you are not late. You are early, but only if you wake up. Use your time wisely. Build discipline. Protect your health. Choose growth over comfort, so that one day, when you turn 30, you don't look back with regret, but with quiet pride.